Hi guys, back with another video today. A little bit late to the game, but here are my thoughts on Nvidia's most recent earnings. So Nvidia is currently the poster child of AI, and they reported their earnings on the 24th of May. And I was blown away by some of the numbers coming out of certain business units. And of course, the stock rose by more than 20% post earnings call. So in today's video, I'll be doing a deep dive on Nvidia stock and try to explain what is currently driving Nvidia's valuations. So Nvidia actually breaks down their revenue into 5 segments, and as you can probably guess from my green highlights that 4 out of 5 of these business units saw an increase in revenue quarter on quarter, and this could signify that we are near a bottom in the semiconductor industry. So for Nvidia, its key revenue drivers are its data center and AI business units. And for the data center business unit, it saw an 18% increase in revenue quarter on quarter, and apart from the fact that it has the best GPUs, the graphical processing units, management has also come up to say that we are currently experiencing a huge tailwind in the large language model and generative AI market. And this is in line with what we are hearing from other semiconductor companies such as AMD and Micron, which represents companies in the logic and memory space. So more on this AI boom in the later part of this video. And for the gaming segment, and this is actually what surprised me the most because it saw a 22% increase quarter on quarter, and this is definitely a turnaround that has happened in the gaming segment. And if you were to take a closer look, you can see that revenue is actually the highest it has ever been in the last 4 quarters. And this is rather surprising as traditionally gaming is a high discretionary spending, and as we are currently in a huge uncertain macroeconomic condition, it's very unlikely that gaming segment will see an increase. However, it did see an increase, and management has come out to say that this is due to an under shipping issue, and in this quarter they have ramped up the production of the RTX 40 series, and it's very likely that in subsequent quarters we will see a further ramp in the production of the RTX 40 series, and possibly a further increase in the revenue in the gaming segment. So moving on to Nvidia's earnings proper, we can see that both revenue and EPS, even though they are up quarter over quarter, is actually down quite significantly year over year, with only gross margin being flat. So historically, Nvidia's gross margin has been growing for the past 5 years, and it only dipped to 45% once in 2022. And moving forward, it's very likely that this gross margin number will continue to increase to around 70% as Nvidia is the biggest player in the AI server market space, with AMD being the distant second. However, this is not the reason why Nvidia's stock price rose by more than 20% post earnings call. So take a look at this. This is Nvidia's earnings outlook going into the next quarter, and revenue sits at $11 billion. That's right, $11 billion. This represents an increase of more than 40% quarter over quarter, and furthermore, their gross margin is expected to increase to around 70%. And on such a positive outlook, Nvidia's stock price rose by more than 20%. So overall, for this quarter, it's a pretty straightforward quarter with very positive results and even more positive outlook. So before I end off this video, I'd just like to talk a little bit more about the AI boom that we are currently experiencing. So there's no doubt that Nvidia has benefited from this huge AI boom as companies with business in the data center, server, or high performance computing lining up to pay Nvidia for its products. And this has benefited Nvidia way more than its competitors such as AMD or Intel, because traditionally servers will require more CPU than GPU. However, the newest server, the AI servers, they require some sort of accelerator in the form of a GPU, and Nvidia has the best GPU in the market. As such, it allows them to gain a disproportionately large share of the AI server market space. Furthermore, Nvidia's CEO Jensen Huang has come out to say that Nvidia's total cost of ownership for a GPU chip is the lowest among all the competition, and this is because Nvidia provides a very good integration between their software and hardware, and this is something that Nvidia has been working on for a long time. And furthermore, Nvidia is the only company that provides a turnkey AI data center service. And for these reasons, I'm very bullish on Nvidia, and I believe that we will be seeing more and more GPUs in our daily lives. Now, however, before you rush off to buy Nvidia stock at this price, here are some counter arguments for you to consider before you make any purchase. So the first point for your consideration is that Nvidia is trading at a very high valuation relative to its revenue, and Nvidia currently has a P of over 200, and other companies in the trillion-dollar club like Microsoft or Apple are only trading at a P of around 30. Furthermore, this is also not the first time that Nvidia has benefited from some sort of hype. So back in 2021, where crypto mining was the in thing to invest in. Nvidia has benefited hugely from this because GPU turned out to be perfect for mining Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So the price of Nvidia reached a high in 2021, and 2 quarters later it crashed by more than 60% due to the crypto winter. So a crash like this may happen with this AI hype, and I simply do not have the answer, and only time will tell. And the last reason is because big tech companies such as Apple and Microsoft are doing in-house design for very specific workloads, and they may reduce their reliance on Nvidia chip going into the future. So overall, these are some points for your consideration for Nvidia stock. And thank you for staying all the way to the end of this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.